Hello, and thank you for joining us. Today, I am pleased to be speaking with Brian Meyer, Vice President of Sales from PSB Industries. PSB Industries specializes in the design and fabrication of systems for dehydrating and purifying gases and liquids. Today, we'll be diving deep into PSB Industries' journey in the gas processing industry, exploring their innovative technologies, and how PSB Industries is shaping the industry's sustainable future. So, Brian, how has PSB Industries' deoxo technology evolved since its early days? And what specific improvements have been made to enhance its efficiency in removing oxygen from carrier gases?
We have provided deoxo packages for over 30 years. And oxygen removal from RNG, carbon dioxide, and hydrogen gases are really PSB's specialties. The chemistry remains the same, but our ASME vessels, which holds the catalyst, is designed by our staff professional engineers. And so we have a variety of catalysts depending on the application. And over the years, we have improved the internal components for more efficient gas distribution, for example, so that the gas hits every particle. It's very efficient flow distribution. Also, the internal temperature monitors are strategically placed. We monitor the temperature rise of the gas as it travels through the catalyst. So that lends itself to improved efficiency and also safety. Safety is important because it is an exothermic reaction. And so those are some of the improvements we have made.
Excellent. And can you explain the concept of temperature swing adsorption, TSA, and how PSB Industries has integrated it with other processes to create more comprehensive gas processing solutions?
Yeah, TSA systems, they typically involve two adsorbent beds, which alternatively adsorb at low temperature, and then it regenerates at high temperature, thus the swing in temperature. So it's going from the same bed gets exposed to low temperature gas, then high temperature gas for the regeneration. And a high temperature regeneration of the media is really the most efficient. So now integrating this TSA technology with other processes, it makes a lot of sense. We integrate it with deoxos, with sulfur removal, gas chilling, filtration, because they're all pieces and parts. They can be put on the same I-beam, package skid. So with everything all in one base, it's one. You got one PLC, you got one brain that's controlling this whole skid. You lift it up on the truck, deliver it to the customer, they unload it. So it just saves a lot of time and money to integrate these things, and the customers can get their gas flowing early to realize their revenue. That's what it's all about.
Exciting. Could you elaborate on PSB Industries' under one roof philosophy and how it has influenced the company's approach to developing gas processing technologies?
Yeah, we got at PSB 350,000 square foot under one roof. So we take advantage of this massive indoor facility. Unlike down south and other places, a lot of people that are doing things outside, spray painting, blasting, whatever the case. So, but we are indoor all the way around. And when we can make this skid, when a typical 14-foot wide by 40-foot long skid, is sitting on a truck and ready to roll out, from under our roof, it's really an impressive sight. So that skid's a real culmination of multiple gas processing technologies, pressure vessels, ASME code vessels, welded pipe spools, heat exchangers, fully wired and tubed up with PLCs and 460-volt controls. So we are, bringing all these processing technologies under one roof, and it's all done right here in Erie, Pennsylvania.
Great. And what are the main challenges facing the gas processing industry as it moves towards more sustainable practices? And how is PSB Industries addressing these challenges in its research and development efforts?
Well, PSB, we continue to support, and we supply skids to, support the sustainable practices. Like for instance, carbon capture, and so we're aware of the CapEx and OpEx and how important they are, and to really make the financial decision for the projects to move forward, for our customers. So we've got to help them out in any way we can. And energy consumption, must be minimized with the use of economizers. And if there's other available waste heat sources, we want to utilize those. So it really makes sense for our effort, to capture the waste heat, because we do have exothermic reactions, because we want to reduce the electricity load, on the skid. Another way to do it is to help out the sustaining part is that we also have a variety of different desiccants that can be regenerated at various temperatures. So if we use select a desiccant that regenerates at a lower temperature and a catalyst that reacts at a lower temperature, this will save energy. So we don't have to pump in as much heat to keep the reaction going or regenerate a media bed. So this significantly reduces the electrical demand on the skid, which eventually helps out the customer. So we really can't get rid of all the consumables on the skid. You got to have utilities, but we really make every effort to maximize the bed lifetimes, to minimize the amount of media replacements, because every so often, every few years or longer, media replacements are required. And we also have a metals recovery program. So the precious metal in these catalyst vessels is reusable, so it can be grabbed. The catalyst can be reused and not end up in a landfill.
Awesome. And looking ahead, what emerging technologies or trends in gas processing do you believe will have the most significant impact on the industry? And how is PSB Industries positioning itself to lead in these areas?
Well, the development of more economical hydrogen products and the more robust carbon capture, technologies will shape the future for this industry and our industry. So there's a synergy, between blue and green hydrogen, creating that along with RNG and carbon capture. We can't overlook that. There's a lot of similarities there. We're involved in all of these markets, and fortunately, if we're in the CO2 and RNG and the hydrogen, we can easily slip seamlessly right into, processing these other gas streams. So whether the hydrogen's out of electrolyzer, it needs dried, or the RNG, drives generators, that also you need some oxygen removed. There's also waste CO2, from this, and that needs purified. So we have solutions available, and the off chance we don't have a solution, we have the means to develop one, because we work very closely with various catalysts and desiccant suppliers, and have available testing facilities to prove new processes.
Thank you, Brian, for sharing your valuable insights on PSB Industries' journey in the gas processing industry. For more information, please visit www.psbindustries.com.